Let's start the presentation of the Blue Factory programs and the team present today. So I'm Manuela. I worked at the Blue Factory in the Paris campus, and with us we have Maeva and Agnieszka. And I'll let you guys introduce yourself, and we will start sharing with you the different programs.
Welcome everyone. I'm really happy to be with you here. I'm Maeva, and I'm in charge of the General Blue Factory in Paris and at a European level.
Yes, so also warm welcome from my side. My name is Agnieszka, and I'm based in on the Berlin campus, and I'm working for the Blue Factory in Berlin.
Nice. So how it's gonna work? So we're gonna present you in general the Blue Factory philosophy, vision in a really short time, but at least you can get to know more about it. And then we will dive into each program. And to start, I'll let Maeva present you what is the Blue Factory.
Thank you, Manuela. So hi everyone. To give you a broad vision about Blue Factory. So really our objective is to be the door where you can knock being a student or an alumni. So we're really open at any time in your journey at ESCP and after. And we're there either when you are wondering about starting a project, or even like at the moment where you are curious, having maybe several ideas, not being sure how to do it, but also then when you start working on the project, when you start launching it, and when you grow it. So that's where we have our different programs that we call Start, Seed, and the Community Scale that we'll present to you today. We know that most of the time when people come to the Blue Factory, the first time that they are starting something, there is a lot of preconceived ideas. We don't really know how to launch, start, where to start. So we're really here to demystify the entrepreneurial journey and to let you uncover that, in fact, the creation process is a very natural capacity of human beings. And so we are really working on supporting entrepreneurs, you as a person, because that's how you will be able to build the project and creation much more than the project itself that always change a lot. So there's a lot of coaching, community support, mutual help, and we are based in Europe, so in Paris, London, Madrid, Berlin, Torino. To be very clear, currently we are developing the European capacity of Blue Factory, so we are mostly developed in Paris, Berlin, and Torino, but it's growing, and especially the START program that we will present to you is one of our European programs that can be attended wherever in the planet. So we are working on it, and we're also like really keen to know what you need and you know, to co-create the Blue Factory so that it is really helpful for you who wants to build projects. So I will let Manuela dive specifically. We will go like on the different stage. Manuela is coordinating the START program. So I will let her tell you more about it, and then we'll move on myself, the SEED Paris, and then Agnieszka on the SEED Berlin, and we'll have plenty of time to answer your question and make sure that you know where you can be supported at the Blue Factory. Manuela, it's yours.
Yes, super nice. Thank you, Maeva. So I will dive into the START online program to let you know more about the content and the format. So the START program is really dedicated for those who are in the ideation prototype phase. It is open for ESCP students and the alumni. And it's really dedicated for you if you are working on an idea, starting to work on your first prototype. So really this early stage phase where you have a lot of questions about actually where to start. So this is why we do these workshops. It's happening twice a year. So this semester it will occur from February until April, with 4 masterclass that we do in English and online, so it's accessible for you wherever you are. About the content, what we do in the START Online is that we organize masterclasses and co-development sessions. So the masterclasses are moments where we invite experts and entrepreneurs who share with you actually how they did it, how was the first step in their entrepreneurial journey to build their own company. So it's really more like insightful, and you have the occasion also to ask them your question regarding this particular moment of creation. And then we always do a networking session because the program is open for students and alumni. So it goes from the bachelor until executive MBA. So there is a really large profile of entrepreneurs and participants in the workshop. So it's really nice to connect with your peers and also to share with them your question and what you are wondering regarding starting your project. And then the co-development session is something that we add on to the workshop. So the masterclasses and the networking session are open for everyone, at least that as long as you register throughout the form. But the co-development session, we select entrepreneurs that are concretely working on their project. There are already something to test, or they are really in the a little bit more advanced way. So we organize additional session for them in a small group where they can also exchange and we can follow them in this journey. Also something I was saying that you are a lot of participants. In general, we have around 80 participants each semester, so that's a lot of people, and it's really something that you can use. We always share the profile of each participant, so you can connect with each and everyone after the workshop and network. So it's a good way to exchange. And then we do have local support. For example, in the Paris campus, we have a co-working space that we call the Maker Room, and it's open for the staff participant every Tuesday. So it's like a meeting point where they can actually come, work, and meet the other participant in the real life, and also meet the Blue Factory team in Paris. So it's a nice way to also connect. So basically, that's for the content. And for give you more details about the registration. So here at the bottom of the page, you have the form that you can fill in to enroll in the START program. The deadline for this semester is January 18th. So you can continue to apply if you are interested in this program. And also the program is supported by a free donation from the participant that they can do at the end of the workshop. So basically that's for the START Online. And if you have any question, we can come back on this after the presentations. And now I'll let Maeva in the following order to talk more about the SEED program in Paris.
Thank you, Manuela. So yeah, let's move on to another stage of the journey of an entrepreneur that is mainly dedicated to projects that are at the stage of first sales. So when we say first sales, it's during the 1 year support of the SEED Paris program. We are aiming at supporting you in having your first sales, which means that either when you enter the program, you are already starting to sell, or when you leave the program, you are doing your first sales. So you see, it's like between end of prototyping, beginning of selling, but being really 100% involved in the project. So this program is based in Paris, in our offices in the République campus. We are having 10 projects along the year. So for instance, currently we have 5 projects that have been involved since September, and we are entering between 3 to 5 new projects for the next seminar that we will have on the week of the 13th of February. So the deadline to apply for this batch is also like the START program, the 18th of January. And so you will be able to enter the program mid-February. And there is another call for project that will happen in the month of June, and you will be able to enter in the batch of September. So it's a bit an ongoing call for projects, and we meet you along the way to really understand, does this program can help you? So what is inside? There is this group, so of a maximum of 10 companies that are developed together. You are benefiting of support from this batch. So every week, every Thursday at lunch, we meet for 1.5 hours online with all the entrepreneurs, and we do either co-development, so in between founders, really support according to the problematic that you face. We invite former entrepreneurs from the Blue Factory that have between 5 to 15 years of experience that can share with you their expertise on specific knowledge such as sales, relationship between founders, fundraising, marketing, communication, HR, any topic that are current for our batch. And they do also private office hour aside this moment that is collective. There is also coaching that I organize myself. So every month we meet for 1 to 2 hours to really work together and help you identify what are the essential challenges that you have to tackle today, and see if in our community and network we have experts that could support you. Our network is around 300 entrepreneurs that have been going through ESCP or not, and that have different specificities in their journey that can often match what you are facing. And we also organize seminars, because I was saying that the meetings on the Thursday for lunch are online, but we organize 4 on-site seminars of 2 days, so that really you have also the opportunity to mingle with the other founders. And if you like, this is really like depending on your organization, you can have an office space that is in our Republic campus. To give you an example, we have on the batch of now, we have 4 of our 5 companies that are based in our offices. So it really depends on what you need, and there are different options. You can be there between 1 person until 6 people in an office. That's the program we've been running for the last 10 years. So that's kind of our most worked on program, and you can find on the website the list of the companies, more than 100 that we've been supporting. In order to understand, it's like very generic in terms of sectors. We don't look at that, as I was mentioning at the very beginning. Even in this program that still requires us to select projects, we first of all select entrepreneurs. We had in our program already projects that have been changing along the way of the seed program, but it was always entrepreneurs who were 100% involved in their journey, and that we help find the way to create what they relate to and what is relevant for the world. So in terms of maybe in terms of price, so Manuela was mentioning the foundation donation for the START program. For the SEED program is different. There is a monthly fee to pay to an association that is ranging between 250 euro per month if you don't use our office space and you just benefit from the support of the program. And then it's 350 if you have 2 people installed in the Blue Factory, for 450 if you have 4, and 600 if you are 6. So for those who are aware about the price of co-working space in Paris, it is super cheap. And one question I have all often about fundraising: do we give money? No, we don't provide money for this program. However, we help you work on the diagnostic of what if you need to fundraise, when, how much, and we connect you with our network of investors and business angels, and even before that, with all of our entrepreneurs who have been raising funds before, because that really helps you to fine-tune between shall you maybe wait to grow your turnover and have a more solid company before going for external investors, or do you need a strong R&D and then you should benefit from French subsidies and also maybe private investors. So this is everything we work together, be inside the coachings, inside the mentoring, and with all the people you will meet in the program. This is for the SEED Paris, this SEED program. So that's when I was saying we were developing the Blue Factory on the campuses. That's mainly this program that we are starting to grow on every campuses. So I will let Agnieszka tell you more about what is the seed program in Berlin. It's always very dependent on the campuses because, of course, the ecosystem local are different. And for now, just to let you know, we don't have a seed program yet in Torino, London, and Madrid. So if you are in this phase, in this campus, we would rather add you and support you within the Start Online in the co-development phase and add on support until the campuses will grow those programs. And by the way, having entrepreneurs willing to be supported in the other campuses will be also helping us to develop the Blue Factory. So don't hesitate to reach out to us, even though you are on the other campuses. But I'll let you, Agnieszka, tell us about what we have in Berlin.
Yes, exactly. So thank you so much, Maeva. So now a bit more information for those of you who are interested and located in Berlin. So during the Blue Factory Seed program in Berlin, we help you to apply for a grant called Exist Business Startup Grant, which supports students, graduates, and scientists from universities or from research institutes. It's a 1-year funding program for up to 3 co-founders. And thanks to this grant, each of the co-founder included in the application can get monthly scholarship, plus some additional money for material and for coaching expenses. So this grant and this program is for you if you are firstly based in Berlin, if you have at least one native German speaking co-founder on board, and if you are working on an innovative technology-based business idea, and what's also important, you have not incorporated your company yet. So during the program, we provide you with some mentoring sessions. We support you to prepare the whole application and build a proper business plan. And then if successful with Exist, we give you access to our co-working space in Berlin. And also we support you during the whole founding period of 1 year with accounting and also admin work. You're also a part of our closest ecosystem. So when we organize some events or community events or matching events with investors or business angels, you are also invited to these designated events. What's important is that there is no deadline for this program. The call for application is open throughout the whole year. So if you're interested in getting to know more about this program, you can fill out the form. The link is here, like in this on the website. Up, if you can go up quickly, Manuela, you guys can see that there is this link, so you can fill out the form, and then we'll reach out to you and schedule a call to discuss the criteria more in details. Yes, so that's in a nutshell about the Exist Business Startup Grant and the Seed Berlin program.
Super nice. Thank you, Agnieszka. So I think we went from all the programs, and I think that's also interesting to have a word on what is the scale, because it's not a program, but more rather a community. And maybe Maeva, you can have a more detailed info about what is the scale.
Yeah, to be sure that it's clear for everyone. So the Scale community is where we gather all the entrepreneurs that we have been supporting before. So whenever you participate to the Start and Seed, then you join a kind of a long life community of entrepreneurs. Within the Scale, more specifically, this is all about companies that are more than 2 years old. And we also welcome in the Scale community companies that have been funded without going through our Maria. Companies that have been funded without going through our programs, but that just want to connect with the ESCP entrepreneurs ecosystem to maybe benefit to the launchpad in our campuses. Because of course, if you maybe started your company in Berlin, for instance, and that you want then to grow in Madrid or in London, that's also through Blue Factory that we can support you in being connected with our local ecosystems. And so, yeah, it's really a dynamic community. There is no program because, of course, like you are everywhere in the world, not at the same level of development, not having the same needs, but mostly we really do in a dedicated community events, either introduction between entrepreneurs or with our ecosystem and also with the SCP. For instance, you want to recruit, especially the Berlin campus is organizing job fairs for entrepreneurs that are looking to recruit employees and interns. So that's a living community. But I think that for today, that's maybe not what you have as a question, but that's what is offered after our programs.